Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Hi, hello-y, my name is Loey, and for the past few weeks I have been obsessed with Uncanny Valley TikTok. My entire For You page is Uncanny Valley TikTok, from people doing Uncanny Valley makeup to just creepy Uncanny Valley stories. I feel like I've just been seeing a ton of it. So as always, you know I had to come on and talk about this scary TikTok trend with all of you. We're getting a little arts and crafty, switching it up today because I really wanted to do Uncanny Valley makeup as well, while sharing with you guys 15 of the scariest Uncanny Valley TikToks that I could find. Sometimes I think you guys forget about my previous life as a beauty guru. Like, your mom has been around the internet for a really long time and has gone through a lot of different lives. And I just want to remind you of my skills. You know? Now, if you're unfamiliar with the Uncanny Valley, or you just want a bit of a refresher, I think that this first TikTok from Ray Spirits explains it pretty well.
Do these images make you uncomfortable? If they do, this is a concept called Uncanny Valley, where people have a strange, uneasy feeling when they look at robots that are too lifelike, or anything that looks or acts human, but there's something off about them. This concept was introduced in the 70s by a professor at the Tokyo Institute of Technology named Masahiro Mori. He coined the term Uncanny Valley to describe his observation that as robots appear more human-like, they become more appealing, but only to a certain point. Let me know in the comments if you experience this.
I didn't really know how the term Uncanny Valley was coined up, and I thought that that was really interesting from Ray's video. But I really think our brains are just like hardwired for survival to avoid things or be like freaked out by things that are human, but not quite. So the Uncanny Valley effect totally makes sense to me, just on like a biological level, I guess. Also, I just put on some pore filling primer because I feel like a lot of the Uncanny Valley makeup I've seen, there's just like no skin texture. It's just a flat, one-dimensional face, like there's no life to it whatsoever. One of my favorite Uncanny Valley makeup transformations as well comes from these twins, underscore Eva at underscore. They really, the way that they did their makeup in sync was definitely part of it for me. Like the way that they are each other's perfect mirror opposite the whole time is pretty cool. And I did think their end result was pretty creepy, but I'm mostly following inspiration today from mimiermakeup. I hope I'm saying that right. I feel like I see her all over my TikTok For You page and also on YouTube as well. Like, she's just crazy talented with makeup. And for me, her Uncanny Valley transformation was like one of my favorites, like one of the only ones where at the end I was like, oh, I'm a little unsettled by this. Now, some people have said online that the Uncanny Valley effect isn't as freaky when you can kind of see somebody getting into it. And I definitely agree with that. Like, I don't think that you'll think that I look as creepy as maybe these videos from rjchumbley on TikTok do. These two have actually made a fair number of Uncanny Valley TikToks at this point, and every single one weirds me out. Like this one where they just start way back in the dark and walk towards the camera in perfect sync before they stop and wave at us. Like, it really weirds me out. And if I saw that in the dark, just walking down the street one night, I would simply run for the hills. That was too much. This is sending me back to middle school. Oh my God, I'm getting war flashbacks. But I'm gonna mask out my lips. If I had like a glue stick to glue down my brows as well, that would be better, but I don't, so I'm just going to cover them up as best I can. There's this other really good video from rjchumbley where the same two people that were in the last TikTok are like perched on a table eating food in a way that obviously doesn't seem very human, while somebody in a car is watching the last video I sent you, and they notice the person watching them and kind of just sit back down and act more normal. This is already kind of freaky to me on camera, I'm not gonna lie. If you're wondering, by the way, what the exact TikTok was that finally got me to film this video, because Uncanny Valley TikTok has been trending for a minute now. The TikTok that finally freaked me out to the point where I wanted to film this is from fearflicks, and it's captioned, "How did she smile without moving her mouth?" And it's this like older lady in what looks to be like intentionally Uncanny Valley makeup, And she is just the freakiest person I've seen on this trend, period. Like, the way that her head follows the camera the way it does is so unnerving to me. I do have more videos like those to show you as well, but this trend is not all just skits and makeup. There's some things that people have shown lately that really capture the effects of the uncanny valley, like without even realizing that's what they're posting. This video is from Tune.thy.heart and was captioned, "Do y'all remember that Balenciaga model that went missing?" The minute I saw this, I assumed it was gonna be like a true crime thing, but instead I learned about a conspiracy theory revolving around the model Christopher Tyler, in which people believe he has been turned into a mannequin for Balenciaga.
Do y'all remember that Balenciaga model that went missing? And then this mannequin ended up showing up in a Balenciaga store that looked exactly like him?
Turns out the mannequin is in the window of a Balenciaga store in Paris, and people have had some weird experiences with it. A lot of people believe that this video from Reets to Real shows the mannequin moving.
Okay, people, tell me something. So this is a store in Paris. This is a man's store in Paris, and this is a mannequin that they say that they made this and put this in the store. His hands is as real as mine. This is friggin' serious, I swear. If anybody have this guy missing,
Balenciaga.
I've never seen anybody look so friggin' real. How you if I have this man in the store sit down? Look at that You see? This is friggin' crazy. Look in the guy eye. And them said they made this mannequin and put clothes on him and have him sit down in the window. Look at the guy friggin' face.
I'll admit the first time that I watched that clip, I did get a bit of a jump scare, but I realistically knew it had to just be the camera angle that made the mannequin look like he moved his head when she panned from his hands back up. Still, to give myself a little bit of peace of mind, I actually looked into this more and found that the Balenciaga model came forward, said that none of this was true, and he's alive and well, but the mannequin is just like scary realistic, and it was designed that way on purpose, actually. These mannequins are 3D like renderings of Balenciaga models, so it's like a perfect representation of the uncanny valley. Also, I keep catching glimpses of myself in the viewfinder, and I'm a little worried that maybe I am kind of unsettling. Like, I don't know if I'm freaking y'all out or not. Going back for a minute to the TikTok from Tune My Heart, by the way, he also shows a video of this guy at the airport who ran into like an art installation that also feels just really uncanny valley, like so close to being a living, breathing human, but isn't.
Yo, look at this dude in the airport. The dude is in like a glass box, sleeping. Fell asleep. And it totally broke me for a little while when I came up on it. I was like, no way, why do they have this cool box? Is it one at a time and it's like soundproof and you can go in and take a nap? It's a sculpture. The Traveler, Dwayne Hansen, 1925 to 1996. Bronze, polychromed in oil, mixed media with accessories, 1985, Florida artist. What in the world? That's 71 years, by the way. So, is that like a real dude? And he was a traveler? I love the accuracy of everything here. Like, that's really good.
I'd never really thought about it this way before, but wax figures really are quite uncanny valley-esque to me. I go to the Madame Tussauds here in LA sometimes if I have friends or family who are coming in from out of town and that's like a thing they want to see. And no matter how many times I go, I feel like I'm still just waiting for the wax figures to move or jump at me. If you've ever wondered what a moving wax figure might look like, also, I have this nightmare fuel video from Leora_34. I think this was for promotion when these wax figures came out, but you can see in this, Harry and Meghan, like Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan Markle, are so clearly wax figures in this. Like their faces don't move, they don't blink. Like this is clearly the unveiling of their wax figures, but it's like somebody has them on as like masks, but their hands also look so rubbery. It really freaks me out, actually. Every time I saw this video, I was like, I hate this. And I never quite understood why, but I think it's the Uncanny Valley effect. One of like the, oh my God. Oh, I hate how that looks. This TikTok came out at like the height of the Uncanny Valley trend, I feel. And it's what TikTok user medusaslittleangel would do if the TikTok Uncanny Valley trend was real. When you see her at the bottom of the stairs in the full Uncanny Valley makeup and she just grabs her stuff and leaves. Like that's so real. If I ever saw this in my home in the middle of the night, bye, have it. I'm gonna take the dogs and go. The next TikTok is from blondeicedcoffee and just shows the Uncanny Valley makeup in motion, really. The way it's meant to be seen. A lot of people are using this like really grainy filter and doing the trend in really low lighting so that they look as like unrecognizable and creepy as possible. And a lot of them have been doing it to this audio.
What? No, I am a real person. Maybe we have a bad connection. I'm sorry about that.
Will you tell me you're not a robot? Just say I'm not a robot, please.
I am a real person.
So excited to film my Uncanny Valley TikToks tonight to that. What? No, I am a real person. I think it kind of looks, oh my God. Oh my God, it looks insane. Every time I look at myself in the viewfinder, I'm like, oh Jesus. I really like this Uncanny Valley TikTok. It comes from Digital Swift and it features these two kids just playing in their yard when suddenly the toy kind of gets knocked out of sight. One of these two goes to retrieve the toy, and when they come back, their sibling or friend has been replaced by something else. And obviously this creature is like edited in some way. It's not just makeup. They ended off with a definition of what I believe is pronounced as Capgras syndrome or delusion of doubles, which is a delusional misidentification syndrome. It's a syndrome characterized by a false belief that an identical duplicate has replaced someone significant to the patient. In CS, the imposter can also replace an inanimate object or an animal. Except in this video, maybe it's not such a false belief. I also really liked this video from nycx.zz. It's just a simple video of them walking when they see what almost looks like a doppelganger of them pointing up at the moon. And when the person in the video is like looking around, not seeing anything, suddenly a UFO appears in the sky. Another video here from jaydencroes almost feels like a mix of the Serbian dancing lady and the Uncanny Valley trend combined. These two guys are sitting at a table and someone's recording them, and when that person starts running, the two guys show up in his car still looking freaky. I think that's the makeup done, so I'm gonna try to figure out something for the lighting because my vanity lights don't turn up and down, so I need to find something that's like dimmable to a really low light setting. While I'm doing that, watch this TikTok from cvnela, one of my favorite spooky TikTokers, as she tells you about a creepy Uncanny Valley video that she found over on Twitter.
Let's talk about one of the creepiest videos going around the internet right now. The Uncanny Valley Man. I'm gonna be honest, this video can either be really funny to you or really creepy. You tell me in the comments when I show you. But this video went extremely viral on Twitter. Like, look at these numbers. And it was posted by user Disturbing Vids, who of course didn't put the original creator of the video, but that it's fine. But the video itself shows a man exploring an abandoned building when suddenly this happens.
انتظرني عند الباب الثالث. يعني هون معقول هان يا اخوان؟ معقول هون ولا هون؟ وين؟ هون؟ ولا هون يعني؟ يلا. وينك؟ لعبة ايش اللي ادخلها؟
And that's the video. I wish we had more context on it. But what do you guys think? Is this a paranormal entity? Is this someone wearing a mask? Or were you just so dumbfounded by the Uncanny Valley that you found this funny?
Anyway, that was my Uncanny Valley makeup and 15 videos from Uncanny Valley TikTok. I did record some footage playing around with different Uncanny Valley filters on TikTok without realizing that I wasn't doing it right, so it had no audio. But here is one of my completed Uncanny Valley TikToks. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
You don't sound Russian?
How could I sound anything, silly? I'm plastic. I don't even have a voice box. I had to borrow this one.
I have some really fun videos coming for you guys here at the end of the year with my scariest TikToks of 2023, my first ever coming up. Never done a yearly roundup, but I feel like I should start. So be on the lookout for those. But thanks so much for watching this. I feel a little weird doing my outro in this makeup, but I'm gonna try. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. A special thank you to my subscribers who are members of the channel. If you are a member, I did just post a new members only video for you a couple days ago. So make sure to check that out. If you wanna join the channel memberships and get members exclusive videos and more, you can click the little join button somewhere around the screen. We would love to have you. An extra special thanks to my VIP loves for their continued and generous support of the channel. I love and appreciate you all very, very much. I love you all very much. Thanks for putting up with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.